Money is not limited. It can lead you to unhappiness unless you use positive energy. It's time that people wake up from the illusion. You deserve to receive abundance.
Hi, this is Yoshi. Hi, this is Akiko. StarSeed channel is starting. This time, finally we will talk about money. It's not easy to talk about money. Every time we try to talk about money, the subject gets lost. So I think that's what happened last time. What do you think, Akiko? I think you have already removed your mental block about money, right? Do you still have that or you have removed it already? I just realized I do have a blockage. The bigger amount of money it gets, the more anxious I get. Like, am I okay? Because it's unknown world for me. So yes, I do have a fear for that. I see. So, talk about your fear. Give me an example, your limit amount. What is your limit dollar amount? How much will start making you uncomfortable and feel fear? I think I removed many blockage already, so I can handle a pretty high amount. Feeling through my current energy that I'm expecting to deal with a huge amount of money. Huge amount. Then I have no idea what is going to happen and I am wondering what it's going to be. I see. Give me some example. How much will it be okay to handle? How much will you feel blocked with? It's okay to mention actual dollar amount? Yeah, sure. That's what I ask all the time when I consult people. Okay. Even though I have never had that much of money in my hand, I'm confident that I can handle about $1 million. However, when it grows to $100 million, I cannot imagine what it's going to be. Okay. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I had been thinking the same thing, like I'm running my own business. When people start their own business, everyone faces the same issue. You never make money more than you're comfortable with. Oh yeah, I see, I can see that. Have you ever tried a muscle reflex test to find out if you have unconscious limit amount to earn? I use that test with my clients. For example, have clients say, I'm going to earn this amount of money, or I deserve to earn this amount. Muscle reflex reacts as soon as the client mentions the bigger amount than they're comfortable with. The fingers separate a certain amount and they're not making money, that much money, I should say. It's interesting. Okay, so it's the person's intention, right? Yes, it's intention. It gets clearer as you study more about this experiment. How much you can make money is supposed to be unlimited. Have you ever ridden a motorcycle? Yes, I have. Yeah. There are many types of motorcycle. For example, a 50cc bike, small bike has a limiter, so you cannot speed more than that. It's like that. You should be able to earn unlimited amount of money, but you put ourselves in a limiter setting, saying, I should be able to earn this much money, something like that. Oh yeah, I think we all have that limiter. Everyone puts themselves in limiter setting. You limit yourself with a certain amount to earn the amount your parents or friends make. Yeah. So in my case, my parents had debt when I was a child, so I was raised in poverty, but in my head, I think I was lucky in a way. Since my parents had their own business, I don't have a strong block to receive money compared with other people. I'm pretty comfortable with receiving money. But when the amount gets bigger, I used to feel like, oh, I could not handle that much money. How was it like? Did you have fear? Well, I had my limiter, as I said. I had a certain amount in my head that I deserved to earn. That was my limit amount. Very interesting. And I totally understand. When I was doing spiritual consulting, if there is a person who wants to earn $5,000 or $10,000 in a month, that people will make that much amount. It doesn't go over that amount. So I think it's your decision. How did you remove your mental block, Yoshi? Well, how I did was quite third dimension way. I have changed my environment on purpose. For example, if people around you are making $5,000 per month, you also end up making around $5,000 per month. But if you're in the environment where everyone is making $10,000 per month, you will also make $10,000. So think about $1 million environment. Yeah, I've seen those are happening. Some business owners know this rule exists, especially sole proprietors. But it's a bit difficult for an office worker to think or take action in that way. So what kind of collective consciousness you access is the point. It's you decided. Like you're in a collective consciousness of business worker, therefore you should earn this much of money. You're making your own business, own world like that. So this is what I did. I'm living in the center of Tokyo now. Rent is extremely high. But on purpose, I moved to here 11 years ago from Osaka. I spent all the money I had at that time. I thought I needed to do this extreme. Oh, I see. Then my natural standard has been changed because the people around here have very different natural standard. That's impressive. It worked on me, but it's difficult for everyone to do. So I recommend this to everyone. Like hanging out in hotel lounge, luxury hotel, having tea time there or something like that. I recommend doing that. I see. To feel that kind of atmosphere or frequency or energy there. Yes, that's it. This will work for the money thing. And let me see. Talking about money, you can earn money with using even negative energy. Because it's just the power of energy, people say that hungry spirit. I was using that kind of energy, so it became tough on me. Maybe the first 5-6 years, I was making money with hungry spirit. Actually, I ended up losing my health. It was what I call revenge power. Like I'm going to revenge to all of the things in the world. That kind of energy were driving me at that time. It may be okay when you're young, but I think that's the energy of Showa era in Japanese, all type of energy. But when you reached a certain level, it became really painful. As I said, you can make same amount of money using either positive or negative energy. However, if you don't use positive energy, you'll become unhappy. if you don't use positive energy, you will become unhappy. Because you're using deficient energy, you can still earn a certain amount of money using deficient energy, but the energy can be harmful to your health, and your happiness level is going down. How can I say? All the money you made using that kind of energy could be released, gone, when you get to the certain level. It seems using deficient energy ends up like that. Using your own energy. Like, since you're using your own energy, end up drying you out, right? Using positive energy means using the energy from universe, it sounds like. It's universe energy, we can say that. And also we can say the energy of appreciation or the energy of circulation. When you always think you don't have enough, you'll have deficiency. So more you make money, more you have deficiency. You always have the feeling that you don't have enough. You don't have enough time, money, or love. It becomes very painful. Yeah. I agree. I think we used to work like that. We used to work by using our body and time. Work used to mean something like that. Yeah. If you try to get job with better working conditions, better salary, and if you work with that way of thinking, you're going to that direction. The energy goes that way. So you feel like I don't have enough time or money. I understand. I used to do that in my past. It's painful, and you will get to the limit. Yeah, that's true. And when you get to the limit, you start thinking, why am I doing this? But still, we keep going. Maybe we're patient. Yeah, we can't help working hard because of anxiety. Yeah, we work hard because of insecurity. In other words, that's the magic of money. Our life in this world is linked to a game. As long as you live as a character in the game, you work hard and getting money from that. However, the times have changed. Now you can change the setting, the game settings. You can change the money settings too. So, in the world of deficiency, you have to fight for money. You need money to bring you up higher. In capitalism, you need to earn money more than yesterday or more than last year. But people start to waking up from the illusion. Yes, that's true. So that's energy. I just realized recently, money is just energy. When you start seeing money as energy, things will be changed. When you think about money, the vibration you have create the reality. So if you get money as energy, it will be easy for you to handle with. Okay. So, for example, lots of spiritual leaders say money is energy. From your point of view, Akiko, how do you explain about money? Money, energy. Money is nothing big, like you said, Yoshi, money is the thing you play game with, just energy. But people on the earth value them, special value. So for some people, money is monster. Money is something dirty, in Japan especially. Some people give money lots of attention. Money is nothing, it's just energy. But people are emotionally involved with money. That feeling energy brings the reality. I did. Indeed. So now I'm seeing money as just energy, so I am not attached to them. If I see money as money, I still start to feel them something special. But seeing them as energy, you don't value them, so you feel nothing even if you burn them. You feel them light, so you can easily handle them. You can handle the bigger amount of money. Classic type of spiritual leaders often say, like, you should have this type of wallet, or you should put bills in order in your wallet. Yeah, it's place the bills face up. That's extreme. I usually go out without wallet. My wallet is small and thin, the thinnest wallet in the world, a folded wallet. A folded wallet. It said you better have a long wallet, not folded, isn't it? Yes, but I do have a folded wallet, the lightest and the thinnest one in the world. That's awesome, but why? Well, it's functional. A long wallet is not functional. It's too long to put in a pocket. It's easy to be stolen by pickpocket. There are some people who just don't know and who just believe having a long wallet makes you rich. Yes, so those people are attached to money. They put too much energy in the wrong way. I understand. That's true. Yeah, that's exactly the wrong fixed idea of Showa era, the old idea. So now, me, IT person, the point of view, numbers or points will be taken the place of money. People are not going to carry money, or people think about money less and less. That's wonderful. If you don't need money, you don't need to work, you'll have more spare time. If there is no system of money, our life will be more fruitful. When I was imagining that, I realized that we are bound a lot by money or time or work. So the system of money is a kind of regulation. It created as a system to rule people. Yeah, you're right. The system is created in the inconvenient world. So in the future, when you contribute society on the internet, for example, then you get points or followers of Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube. And those numbers can be equal to the amount of money. You can cash in those points by offering services. The system will be more simple in the future. So eventually, people will not be conscious about money much. You might not saying money anymore. We might have a new word like point-rich people or something. That's cool. Oh, like life points. Oh, you have that much of life points? Or let's have a party with this life points or something. Life points.
So therefore, the world is changing.
However, even though I'm saying this, I still have some blockage about money. What kind of blockage do you have, Yoshi? Well, about wasting money, for example. Yes, wasting money. When you waste your money? Yes, myself and my family waste their money. Oh, I threw away most of the ideas, such as no food without working. But still, I have this kind of idea. Maybe because I'm a Showa guy. Sometimes I cannot stand with lazy people. How about you, Akiko? Are you okay with those people? Yeah, I am okay now. I rather think like, let's spend all the money together. Let's enjoy and receive the benefit of that energy. I'm so light and free now. I am getting lighter but still have something. I do have some mind block. I hope I'll get lighter and lighter. It's a blockage about value of money. The influences from your parents or people around you or people in the society of Japan. So it's a time to remove the blockage about the value of money. If you remove them, then you'll get lighter and lighter. Right, so now message from the universe. About money. What message do you get from the universe about money? Okay, message about money. Well, money is a game. I like it. Money was originally for you to play with. Thanks to money, your experience on the earth, how can I say, rich experience, I should say. You can have a rich experience on the earth. So you are here to have those rich experiences. And the system of money will disappear. And the real relationship between people, circulation of energy, those things will be more and more natural and usual. So please accept those changes. Don't be afraid to change. And throw away the ideas such as I should be or I must be. Inflexible and stiff ideas. Money is unlimited, but if you keep that kind of old ideas, that means you're refusing the unlimited affluence. So please change your way of thinking. You absolutely deserve to receive affluence. Yep, that's all. Well, thank you very much. This time, we finally talked about money. The theme, money. We tried to talk about it again and again, but we finally removed the blockage about money, I guess. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you for watching and see you again.
じゃあ、ではでは。
Bye. See you.
ではでは。